Well, we are extremely pleased to be with you here today in VR1, and we are happy to chat with you about whatever it is you would like to chat about.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So my question is about what to my mind feels like making a quantum leap in abundance of creating and receiving more than I need for all that I desire and choose and need. And I'm very good at manifesting exactly what I need and what I desire. And I just entered this phase of really up-leveling my life and putting some things on the calendar and making some commitments that are me stepping into a whole new level of cash flow beyond what I've created and received before. And so as I'm bringing myself into alignment with this reality, I'm taking the actions, and I'm feeling a little bit of the lag time of, okay, I've stepped out and the money isn't there and I don't have a clear path. And, it's the usual booby trap, right? So I know from my experience and from all that I've learned that the inner prosperity game is, a lot of it is creating by feel, and feeling it is already done, and feeling the new expanded state as a new normal in my nervous system. And I think I could use some suggestions or insights as to practices or ways to expand my own feeling state. And beyond that, any other insights or energies that would allow me to fully embody this state of expanded prosperity, so that my external reality mirrors this inner desire and alignment that I've chosen. And it's very fresh and new. So, I get there's sometimes a lag time, and I would like to minimize the lag time, please, between the decision and commitment and the actual manifestation of the cash. So that's my question.
Excellent. So first and foremost, we want you to get that what you are desiring really already has been created. So the upping of cash flow already exists. You experiencing your $1 million income year already exists. That version of you, that reality, already exists. It's already done. And we really want you to take a breath in here. Really just bringing your awareness down into your heart, into your body, into your nervous system. Softening your body. Relaxing your body and really breathing into that reality already exists. It already exists. Do you realize how much energy you have put into that reality? You have been building and building and building and building and building and building that reality for years. In all of the contrasts that you've lived, in all of the third dimensional, denser ways of chewing through your stuff and doing your inner work and dealing with all of those shadows and booby traps, as you said. So the path ahead does not have booby traps. We want you to get that. That is no longer who you are or what you're up to in the world. And we really want you to get that everything has shifted. You are a different version of yourself than you were last year. All of those old money patterns and habits of just creating enough, just creating enough, just creating enough, but not that much more. We just want you to exhale that, because that was an old version of you that has already played itself out, that has already done all of her work. And we really want you to get that everything is changing. And we know that you feel that. We know that you feel the shift within you. And we want you to get that what used to feel like, oh, I would love that, but there was a much bigger gap between where you were and that becoming a reality. That gap really is falling away, because there's not the density of lack and limitation thoughts creating that gap anymore. It's like that the vibrational thought waves that used to be there really are falling away. That gap space really is falling away. So just breathing all of this in here. Breathing into your nervous system, relaxing your nervous system. We really want you to get that there is a whole new version of you that has been birthed, that no longer understands lack and limitation. Just breathing here, because the fifth dimensional version of you that is being born here is being rewired completely from the inside out, being rewired with a whole new understanding of what prosperity and abundance really is. And just keep breathing here, because it's not just about visualizing or feeling within. It's like a whole new paradigm is coming into your body. A whole new consciousness is entering into you that is so the resonance of source energy. Just you're living and breathing source energy thoughts and feelings and frequencies more and more and more and more all the time. You're upgrading your frequency, your vibration, your nervous system is all upgrading. So you are vibrating at a higher frequency. Your whole system is shifting into a reality where abundance comes without question, because there's no more self-doubt. The whole third dimensional game of unworthiness has really fallen away. And we just want you to keep breathing here as we're speaking, because even as we're speaking, everything is rewiring and shifting in you. You are entering into a reality where your worthiness is without question. So what you are desiring becoming reality is without question. The financial flow coming from every direction, the wild success in your business, the support systems underneath you, the physical and non-physical team showing up for you in every moment of every day. You building your business empire is reality. It's so 2018 that it seems crazy to even entertain any thoughts that are anything less than that. Can you feel that?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. And what I'm getting from that is I just had a conversation with a client today who I had thought, I had perceived that we were going to up level to a higher level package. And then in the course of the conversation, what was actually emerging was that he wanted to do a small package. So, my expectation wasn't met. And so I'm just now getting the why for that to come up, because that's the old pattern of, there's a gap. And that's why that experience unfolded this afternoon. So that I could really be with it today and transcend it, because it isn't true. And what a gift. Thank God. Thank you for shining the light on that.
So excellent. And what we want to say is you really are in a different reality now. So as those old patterns come up, and that's a very common pattern, is expectation and disappointment. Expectation, disappointment. So many people have that pattern going on, especially those who are visualizers and really have high expectations of life, and then that falling out feeling of it fell through, it's not happening, It's almost like we can't even speak that way anymore, because it's falling away so much that it's just not even a reality anymore. You can feel that shift, yes. We don't even want those words coming out of our mouths anymore, because it's not who you are. It's an old reality that we needed to speak about over the last many years, but it's so not the reality that you're all moving into. And so now, as those patterns come up, they're not as heavy, they're not as deep, they're not as embedded in you. You have an opportunity to look at them as an observer and go, expectation, that creates the gap. Look at that. Oh, wow. It's do you feel how it's more at the surface now, because you've done the dredging work of bringing up all that stuff from your DNA, from your cellular structure, from your genetics, from your family heritage. You've released so much over these years that now it's just, this is right here at the surface, and it's just a simple opportunity to acknowledge, flip, release, and get on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Get on with it is really a good theme for this time, as those little things sort of squirt out, and you be with them, and you see the pattern, you release it, and you get on with it. You get on with making your millions. You get on with shining your light. You get on with being in service. You get on with being in service in the world. That's really what we want you light workers and star seeds and awakening souls to get at this time. Process your stuff and get on with it. The world needs you. The world needs you, and the world is supporting you in what you're bringing forth, and money is a huge part of that support system, and we want you to let it in from all directions, not just from your work, but really relax here. There are so many of you beautiful service-based beings who know that you have a message and a light that you are here to shine in a big way, that have worked and toiled for so hard for so long. And it's time for you. This is your time of relaxing and receiving all that you have churned through. This really is a time of you beautifully opening up to receiving the universe's abundance in every area of your life. It's a time of really living life all out. And the more you show up, the more you be in service, the more you let go of all that old identity with unworthiness, the more your reality is just going to keep reflecting to you how worthy you are, which is what that overflow looks like that you were initially speaking of, where it's just more than enough, because you're starting to actually see everywhere you look how worthy you are of the beauty of this life, of the generosity of this life. this life wants to bend over backwards and be so generous with you. And you're just going to be in this overflowing, satiated state of worthiness and receiving and allowing. And in that state of overflowing worthiness is going to come so much overflowing desire to give in return, to give of yourself, to give of your light, to give of your heart, to give of your mind, to give of your abundance. It's just going to keep amplifying. You're stepping into an amplified field of prosperity creation that is in service to all, including yourself. Do you feel that?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you.